Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Skirt. Shishi. Welcoming Mystic RGS Dairy. Mine. Frankly. Mystic Frankly. Welcoming Mystic Kata Jelly, Mystic Potion 90, Mystic Lord Plowing. Busy day. I drove 123 miles doing Amazon deliveries. It drove me an hour away from Houston. But we're about to be streaming in 4K quality. I'm gonna be using this camera in 4K. Right now it's here's what we got. If it works. Sand top cam. Front cam. Hey. Just kidding. Skirt. Shishi. Hey. Hey. Okay, just let's see. I'm so high, even from the come down. I just met a girl, says she's from the H-town. I'll deal with that later. Side cam, back cam. Wait, what the back cam is? Cheers, mate. So we're gonna be doing a lot more. I'm gonna be doing more talking to you. The goal is to do 2 hours of quiet and 2 hours of silent, but since I started late today, I've been trying to. Hold on. No, that's right. It's the hotkey. That's all. Okay, the back sand hotkeys. Clicking on back sand, but and clicking on the back. Girl, you look good when you back the sand up. Upper back right. What? That's a side. That's a side. Okay. Upper back right. We'll change the camera. Upper back. Let's see where it takes us. Nope. Let's see here. Front, back, and side to side. 'Cause you know you got somebody's birthday somewhere. One thing's for sure. You can be sure. Okay. Let me not. Wind of change. Nothing is permanent except change. Okay, it wasn't on. This is what happens when you deal with. Literally, I could just make money live streaming for other people. I learned so much from doing this. It's kind of crazy how it's kind of crazy how much is going on up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. This is what nothing feels like. Pure bliss. Oh, is that the kind of stream we're having today? The nothing stream? Okay, front, side. Wait, what the side view is the top view. Hey, it's loca, okay? It's loca. Oh yeah, loca. Vin Paka. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh. Shout out to all the people from the hood out there. Okay, we got this. We are the champions, my friend. I say we. Hey, welcome, Mystic Stinky. So I went to Denny's with my friend today from the temple. It worked, everybody. So and we ate a Beyond Meat burger with seasoned fries, and it was pretty good. Shout out, I don't eat meat, as you may know. Okay. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay. It's the one. Yeah, let me change the. Hold on, everybody. Okay. I can see clearly now. See? I hope you like the rainbow colors. It's like we're on TV. In 5, 4. This one should be here. Bam. Look at that. My wand. Cosmic Swan. Upper back right. Bam. Bam. That's okay. It's gonna be like that. Welcoming everybody. No time. Nah, I don't have no SM58. That's a Sennheiser S945 or something like that. Yeah, I think it's a Sennheiser S945. For my style of singing, it's better. The Sennheiser matches me better. Cause I be singing weird. Yeah, it's a Sennheiser 845S. Excuse me. Cause you know, I be. Welcome everybody to a party with cosmic unwind in the Mystic Village, mate. Oh, cheese, mate. How's everybody doing? You can see the sand table. We sand up. Sand date. This is kind of. Sandeep is a really popular Indian name. Another weird Indian name that's popular, Suck Deep. It's like, wait, what? No disrespect. Will Mystic Morpheus come back? Not sure. At this point, Mystic Cosmic is gonna be here for now. But a big but. We have some dad jokes today. Welcoming Mr. Gary. Okay. Let's start off with a little breathing exercise a little bit here. We want to be a little bit more practical. We're not going to get too spiritual, but we're going to just breathe in, slowly out. Doing this helps us to slow down because, you know, when we're on the stream, we can be doing a lot. And sometimes we just got to remember to take a deep breath wherever we're at, because we can be so in our heads and we forget how to stop being in our head, or how to just give our mind a break. Many people report back that when they learn to meditate, they have a lot less panic attacks. And you don't even have to have panic attacks to meditate. But imagine on days where you have a lot of anxiety because of the fear of something, you'll remember your practice of meditation. Some days I drink a lot of caffeine, or maybe I have a reason to be in my head, or we always come up with a really good reason. Maybe our friend needs our emotional support, and because our friend may not know how to ground themselves, which means they don't know how to center themselves, which means they forgot what peace is. You can actually be a really grounding piece for people, and it's such a huge role. And that's kind of what I'm known for. Remembering to be the peaceful warrior, remembering to, like, I'm just a symbol of peace in people's lives. And humbly speaking, like, it's not like they're like, thank you for being the symbol of peace, but they just say that simply me being there makes them feel supported. And you can be that too, for like whoever. But don't expect to be that person. Do it for yourself, right? But in my personal case, I do sound healing. I do energy clearing. I give a lot of emotional support. But only to those people who meditate with me. The people who don't come to the stream, they don't get it. You have to have a foundation of meditation first, because meditation helps you to open your mind to new ideas. Because you realize you don't know shit. But people who don't meditate think they know everything, and then they ask for help with a closed mind. And it's a lot harder work to help closed-minded people. Yeah. Everything starts small. Everything. Like I said, my first meditation group was 2 people from my coworkers. Welcoming Mystic Lady Moon Whisper. And I help him let go of his anger for not knowing how to defend himself as a child. Explicit because he got molested by his grandpa or uncle, his uncle. And he was just living, he was angry without like knowing why. And I got him to let go of that. And then from that point on, he began to be more open to spirituality. I don't believe that he's more positive now, but he didn't continue pursuing spiritual things because you don't have to. Especially when there's not a lot of spiritual people around, you're just gonna go just be a good person. But when you care about spiritual stuff, it brings a lot more bullshit. Excuse me. It brings a lot more. People expect more from you. Lazy people expect you to be a certain way. Other spiritual people expect you to be like them. Don't. My master taught me to be original. And don't be surface level, non-practical spirituality. Buying a crystal ain't gonna fix shit except you have a crystal on your shelf and you can hold it, feel good for a couple seconds. Because you don't because connecting with the crystal is a form of meditation. You are the crystal. We're the crystal. Right? You can hold it to feel some type of way, but guess what? You can also just not hold anything, but hold your own energy. But yeah. Welcoming Mystic Nathan Wild. Another one. I debated showing up to a pool party with 6-pack abs or without working out at all. after a lot of consideration, I decided to go with my gut. Welcoming everybody. Sexy. Go with your sexy gut. And shout out to all the people in Miami. Have you been seeing social media lately? Andrew Tate. And I figured out why. Have you seen that? Everybody's seen Andrew Tate, right? The hyper masculine. I really want to watch something with, that's something worthy of discussion. Business, he gives like his business view, okay. But part of his program that he's doing is about posting, right? He's doing multi-level marketing that requires you to post his content. People making money by posting his content. It's a very smart business strategy called a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing. But there's a product. You get money. Yeah. So people are making money, $500, but then while he's exponentially multiplying. Right? And I was like, I'm scrolling on my social media and I'm like, Andrew Tate again. Okay, not interested again. Then you see this, Aiden Ross. Right? Then you see the XQC, all these, they're entertaining people, right? They're very entertaining. Right? Entertaining people who are online a lot. They're making their money. I would say right? Then that's just what they do. People love. Have you ever have the urges to masturbate or sometimes I do. And it depends. If I'm more disciplined, I just would let it go. If I'm less disciplined, then I would do it, but not all the way. If I'm super off track, I would do it too much. Now, if I have nothing to do and I have the urge to do it, it tells me that I need to have a plan with my life. Whenever you get sexual urges, it means that you have a block of time in your day where you have time for pleasure, which means you can use that time to do other shit. So whenever you start looking on Tinder or looking on anything of desire, you have to watch out how you're spending your life. Right? Whenever I'm more, whenever I'm more connected to sexual energy, it's because I'm lacking discipline. Right? When you lack discipline, your desires will kick in because laziness wants stimulants. And disciplined people, they want what? Productivity, because they're trying to get to destination. So when you don't have a goal throughout the day, you're gonna be more into sexual things and play a lot of video games because you ain't got shit to do with your life except infinitely scrolling and playing video games, right? So it's it becomes a sign for me, right? It becomes a sign because whenever you can't tame your self-stimulant or masturbation, it means that your discipline is lacking, and it's a sign for you to stay focused on your dreams. When you don't have a purpose in life, you're gonna seek more pleasure, and if you get caught up in seeking pleasure too long, you end up just living a life full of pleasure, which leads to drugs, a lot of drugs, alcohol, watching a lot of anime, Netflix, all this stuff, too much. Right? It's too much. Because it stacks, right? It stacks, which means that all your desire, it stacks from Netflix, right, through drinking stimulants too much, right, to playing too much video game, to adult films, to self-stimulant, through the urges of wanting more. So throughout the day, you lose focus. And that's why if you ever lose focus, wake the F up and focus on some shit. Because if you don't, you're going to get lost wandering like a zombie looking for big booties or big dongs. And it happens. That's to be bluntly speaking. Dongs for that, yeah. Hey, whatever floats your boat, okay? Floats your boat. But you gotta learn to float your own damn boat first. You just love your damn self. Continue meditating, continue. When you start to get off the spiritual track too much, that's when your desire comes in. Like my desire is higher now because I'm focusing on less spiritual things and more money inclined things, or more money paths. So I have to find balance. Okay, what must I do? Right. This is why I realize, okay, what must I do to connect more on a heart level? It doesn't have to be spiritual. It's just because being spiritual is about authenticity and connecting with you. Right? So my goal is connecting with you and, trace some sands and what? Meow. But thank you for asking that question, because it's more useful if we're just I'm not here to show that I'm alpha or anything. I'm just here to be practical with you. Right? Like let's talk about the truth. Last Sunday I went to play singing bowls because a realtor who's a friend of mine, her client recently divorced. People with money. And I'm like, they have a good house, beautiful children. But what leads to divorce? We don't want to talk about that part. What leads to people breaking up that looks, they're a beautiful couple. Oh, es bonita. Es bonita. Right? De amor. You have to build something together with your partner. Like you have to have a deep connection with the things you do in life, or you'll end up cheating yourself. Right? That's why many people lives lead to depression, because they end up realizing for the past 10 years I've been playing World of Warcraft and I'm broke as hell. Right? Many people's purpose is to just drink and travel, get drunk and traveling. But after a while, it goes stale too, because it starts to become repetitive, you know? Like, it comes a time where, okay, that's another form of stimulant pleasure. But when you create community and inspire people, it's a different level of stimulant. It's something that doesn't just bring you up. Like when you go on a vacation, it's more about you. But when you inspire people, it brings the world up. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I started doing card readings again towards the end of the stream on Saturdays. That's what I was doing. Today I was listening to Joe Rogan whenever I was driving to deliver Amazon. Today Amazon sent me to, I drove 123 miles for $100 today. Gas right now is like $60 for a full tank for my car, because the cost of gas went down. I think it was like 370 or 360. So it's okay. And it's interesting to see how different people think, right? Like, what does, at the level of people at Joe, they're like more, they learn how to speak more entertaining, right? How to stay engaged, how to, the way you can tell when he's milking something, right? He's doing the, like he's doing the, when you milk something, it's like you make it, oh yeah, like the guests that he has on, I see him bring a lot of comedians who are amazing, right? It's the, like there's a lot of exaggeration, but it's like a humble exaggeration. So you can feel he's still trying to keep his authenticity while being like, you know, very catering to trying to entertain the audience for 3 hours or whatever he's doing. I wonder how you would change if you became rich. Like, I guess we'll have to wait to find out. But I'm rich with happiness, and I'm learning to financially grow that. Mr. Caro Dillian says, does Amazon reimburse you for higher oil? They, whenever it was very high, they gave you a lot less deliveries. So, for example, when the gas was high, I would only deliver, like today I delivered 20 items, but it was far, right? When the price of gas was abnormally high, I would only make 12 or 13 deliveries. It was very far. And Amazon also have this Flex Mile debit card where you get, if you're a consistent driver of Amazon, there's a different tier, level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Level 1, you get 2% off. You get 2% cash back on gas, right? Level 2, you get 4% gas cash back. Level 3 is 6%, and level, well, I think it's 2 3, 5, and 6. Yeah, 2, 3, 5. So level 1, 2, level 3, 3. Yeah, level 2, 3, level 3, 4. Yeah, I think the maximum that you can get is I think 6% or something, or I think it's 2, 4, 6, and 8. I believe, because right now, whenever you deliver, when the gas price was high, they double the cash back, which means that if you're level 4, I think you get like, yeah, I think you get 12% cash back, which is a lot, right? But you have to be level 4. What's required to be a level 4 Amazon driver? First, you can't be late. If you're late, your score, there's a rating, right? If you show up late, or if you do something that they don't want, then it goes down. So there's a bad standing, there's a bad standing, good standing, great standing, and fantastic standing. The standing allows you to multiply your point system, right? So when you're good standing, you just get regular, which means if you deliver 10 packages, you get 10 points. If you have great standing, it doubles, which means that you get, for delivering 10 items, you get 20 points. If you're a fantastic driver, it multiplies that by 3, which means that if you drive consistently and you're fantastic, you get consistently, I think it's 6% cash back on gas, but during the high gas prices, it doubled that, which is 12%. Because they want people who are consistent and are dope. So, yeah, and which means you have to be driving consistent for a good while. So don't show up late. If you show up late, it goes down 1 grade, which is kind of a bummer. But luckily, I've been on Fantastic for months now, so I keep getting multiplier. And if you keep getting multiplier by 3, then you get to level 4 and you get cash back. But the goal is for me not to do this shit, you know. I want to be doing this and creating, you know, content, shorts where we can talk about something together, and then whenever it gets intense, then we'll take a break to do some sand. But today I think I just want to be with you, which means to just talk for today. Connection day, you know. Welcoming Mystic Rainbow, Mystic Lord Plow, and Mystic 94. So that's the Amazon grind game. And you're welcome. I'm working on being more consistent, and I'm just deciding 4 hours is the perfect time. But it's about creating, it's about also integrating what we're doing on here and creating content that's unique, that's original, and I'm talking to you. So right now, if they're like talking about Amazon, I can turn that Amazon bit into a 20-second short, right? And let me be more clear about the stats, because I think I could be a little off. So to be completely sure. Welcoming Mystic Hell. And the reason why I can do this is because I can do Amazon any damn time. And then when I'm done with Amazon, it's the most you do for Amazon is like 5 hours. I can edit video after. I could take a nap and then edit video before that. So it allows me to freely create something that's potentially will help me grow in the long run, that allows me to have decent cash flow to create my dream so that I can, live on my own. Okay, here's the bottom line. Okay, right now, here's the rewards. Okay. It's called a Amazon Flex debit card. For level 1, you don't get anything right now. Okay, level 1 is nothing. Excuse me. Okay, so if you don't mind my name, it's not a vibe. So level 1, if you're interested, this is just part of the Amazon point system. Okay, this is how they push you to do a better job on Amazon. I think I can say this. Who cares at this point? Right, because they want people to be consistent. They have it. It's called your dashboard. Excuse me. Okay, there's different. How can I show the best? Let me use my technology. Okay. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you the secrets. Okay. Okay. Right now I'm fantastic. Okay, so this right here, you shitty. Okay, good, and you see great, and then we have fantastic. Okay, the way they, and if you, how do they push you to become fantastic? Is this Amazon Flex reward system? Okay, I'm level 2 right now. It's different in here, Mr. Cow. This place is more peaceful. Not, that's just how it is. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Unless they're just all bots, huh? Okay, so you start off level 1. I'm currently level 2. Okay, so this is level 1. You don't get too much. Just like some access tools to help you and other stuff. But basically, level 1, you don't get much shit. Okay. Level 2, you get 4% cash back on the debit card. No, you can talk whatever you want at this point. But this is only through July because of gas prices, okay? Okay, so you see, level 3, 8% gas cash back. Okay? Level 4, 12% cash back, okay? Which requires you to be consistent. And the way to get that, okay, so point history system. Okay, here's the secrets, okay? So when you deliver a block is considered 10 points. Each item you deliver, a block is a scheduled time that you sign up for to deliver. Each item you deliver is 1 point. In total, this delivery on Saturday that I did, I got 56 points, but because I have fantastic standing bonus, it multiplies that by 3. Okay. So when we go back to my standing, to get to the next level, I would need to continue doing that to surpass 3,000 points so that I can get to level 3 to get 8% cash back because of, but normally this would just be 4, I believe. And you get 2% cash back on all Amazon purchases also. But it's a debit card, so you're not building credit. So that's the downside. And I'm not sure why they did that. Because I guess Amazon wants to own everything. Yeah, but the truth is, here's the truth. It's better than nothing. Because once you get to 8%, that's pretty much, that's really high. Or 12%. But normally, right? Because normally you only get, what, 3% cash back on gas. That's what I have on credit right now. So that would just be where I'm at already. Level 2. Okay? 4%. Right? But to me, I'm not just going to get it. That's another card to deal with. I don't want to get too many damn cards. Okay? So that's Amazon delivery. Yeah, drink your tea, man. I did Amazon text him, and I averaged out how much. It depends on where you work. If you're not in a major city, it's not worth it. It's not worth it if you don't. I'm in Houston, Texas. It's a major city where people buy a bunch of dumb shit all the time. That's the truth. When you're in big cities, people buy dumb shit all the time. Ta-da! Which allows me to be here. And so when the gas prices was high, 1 day of delivery would be one gas tank. Because gas was so high that one tank for me was like $75. And that's in Texas. That's where the cheapest gas is. Imagine that. I was paying $75, and Texas has really cheap gas, like cheap. And I have a big tank, right? Because I was blessed. My master gave me a Cadillac. This Cadillac eats a ton of gas, but it teaches me to make money. Right. Before I was driving a '94 Honda Accord, 20 something, probably 25 miles per gallon or whatever, right? But this, right, 3.6 liter V6 is like 16 miles per gallon. It's fast. It's fast, but it also, need a Prius. Yeah, but I wasn't. He gave me a Cadillac, and honestly, I'm super grateful for it because the other vehicle was just breaking a '94 Honda Accord. I mean, that shit old. But I mean, I'm just blessed to have anything. I used to bike to work. I would save so much money on everything, but I got too much singing bowl stuff, I'm decked out with like 6, 7 singing bowls, a giant singing bowl, a gong, right? The mats to sit on. At this point, I'm looking for a minivan or something, The dad says, "I don't trust atoms." The daughter says, "Why?" The dad responds, They make everything up." every year, Godzilla looks forward to Mother's Day, which is like a flying monster that fights Godzilla or something like that. I loved it. What do you call a pile of kittens? A mountain. I love biking to work. I used to bike 2 hours a day, 1 hour to work and 1 hour back. From biking, I began to form a six pack. Like my abs started showing. I was like, oh. And that's when I was more like hippie. I was more hip. Yeah. Bike to work. Yeah. I bike to work to go edit video. I used to be a wedding videographer, and I would bike to go edit video in like the Rice Village, which is like Midtown area. Oh yeah. So it would be 2 hours biking. The reason why I like biking, because I like the danger. It's like exciting because in Houston there's cars everywhere, and I would bike in jeans, kind of. Yeah. Welcoming mistake. Casual 4K. The son says, Dad, have you seen my sunglasses? The dad says, no. Have you seen my dad glasses? I was just here to say, okay, good night. Ciao. How do you say bye in French? Ciao. Ciao. Au revoir. Vous. Sayonara. I don't trust stairs. They're always so up and down. Testing the different angles. Here, let me. Au revoir. Are. Au revoir. Welcoming Mystic Beast Danny. What kind of bike did you use? I use a fixie. It depends on. Whenever I biked a lot, I use a fixie, but it was a free wheel. It was I think they call it a free. The one where it's not a real fixie, where it spins freely. Not trying to be too dangerous, you know. It was a fixie is a road bike that has one gear. Yeah. You know what a fixie. You don't know a fixie? The fixie is like one gear. Basically, it's one of these. But no, I did have the brakes. Okay, I had brakes. I'm trying to live, you know what I mean? But I've injured myself many times, okay? Because why? I was in my head or something happened, human error. Okay, that's it. There's no gears. There's no shifting in between different gears. That's it. Okay. Remember to breathe, to relax. But the beautiful thing about biking that I like, when you're driving the car, you don't see a lot of detail. Like, you're driving through somebody's front yard, like you're driving past somebody's front yard, but you don't see the details of their yard. It's just a blur. But when you're biking, you get to see details. Right? You get to see, oh, that's how they decorate. Oh, they have that's the school that they're going to, whatever. Oh, that's their school mascot. Oh, this house, they love plants. Oh, this house, this area is more rich people. What's the difference? Oh, what kind of car they drive? Oh, this is the hood. Or, oh, the road's crappier in this area. Oh, it's bumpier. Oh, there's more homeless population in this area. You get to really see the world without having to just walk everywhere. You get to explore it without, and it feels mostly safe because if you see weird people, the weirdest thing that I ever got was just looking at I was in downtown, okay? So I'm in downtown, okay, here's downtown. And I'm going to play singing bowls for somebody, right? And I'm going down the road in my little Honda Accord. Meep, 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 meep. Meep. Okay. I'm at a light. Chilling with my window down because, I like fresh air. I'm sitting at the light and there's a dude on the side here. And when your window's down in downtown, it doesn't feel that safe. But, I'm trying to get that fresh air. When you don't feel, when you're in downtown, it's not like, yeah, downtown, the place where you feel safe. No, the crackheads and drug dealers. I take a look at this dude quickly one time. And he starts to, and he starts to be like this. What you looking at, bro? And I pretend I don't hear him. And then he said, "What are you looking at, bro?" And I told him, "Nothing." And I'm like, "Okay, when is this shit gonna go green? Because, I'm not trying to. I don't want to bring out my Muay Thai on this fool. I don't want to have to bring out my Kung Fu." So that's when I'm like, okay, if somebody on the street looks like a drug dealer, don't give them eye contact for longer than 2 seconds. Okay. Now the word, like, now the weirdest thing I've seen around downtown Houston, I'm at the damn stop. I'm at the red light again. Okay, it's always at the damn red light you see some crazy shit. Okay. Around this area, they have this thing called the Greyhound, which is bus. This is a bus area, right? Bus transit station. And it's not metro, it goes to different city. Like from Houston, it goes to Austin, okay? So we're on a street here. I'm in my vehicle. Meep, 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 meep. Right? Meep, meep. I got my window down. Okay, I have my window up because, and at the red light, they have these boxes. And these boxes, it controls the red light. Right? It controls this thing. And sometimes you see the police controlling this box because, there's traffic. Well, when you in the damn hood downtown, dirty ass downtown, not every place in downtown is dirty. The places that they don't give a shit about in downtown is dirty. And usually that's where all the crackheads and all the weird energy is, because, I don't know, some places are not worth invested in, right? So I'm at the red light, chilling out. Of course, this area, what do you see a bunch of? You see a lot of homeless people, but when you are from the streets, you see with your little eyes crackheads, okay? Let's just put that word, crackhead. Crackhead. Crackhead, okay. Let's be more kind. Okay, no, let's just say crackhead. Okay, let's just crackhead. HED. Okay. And well, the crackhead, they gotta get crack from somebody, right? Right. Which is the drug dealer, right? So I'm at the light in broad daylight, by the way. It's probably like 2 p.m. right now. Okay, it's probably 2 p.m. right now. Broad daylight. I see a crackhead walk up to this box. Broad daylight. They don't even care at this point. I see a crackhead walk up to a drug dealer, a dude. Okay, first we don't know he's a drug dealer until he drops a baggie. Okay, he drops a baggie on top of this box. The homeless guy is right there. He grabs the baggie and gives the guy the money in broad daylight next to the damn red light. And I'm like, right? I'm like, that's normal. I'm just casually at the damn light. They making a drug dealer in broad daylight. Just like that. Okay? So what happens next? So I turn the damn corner. Okay? I turn the dang corner over here. I think I make a. And on the street over, you see a cop. You see the cop can't get everybody. The cop knows people be selling drugs. So that's called the inner city. That's called, you got a bunch of people in a city, right? That's when I tell you, if you want to know how good you have it, take your people, take your children, and take them to downtown Main Street. You're going to see a bunch of people on Sunday gathering on downtown Main Street or anywhere. They're going to be smoking that crack, which is either meth, weed, cigarettes, or any other stuff. And they have a community, right? Yeah. Because everybody needs community. And everybody needs community. So that's, it may not be the healthiest, but that's just called reality, right? Let's see. I had an elderly woman who was a crackhead walk up to me today. He says she was crying a lot, crying and hot a lot. I'm not sure what was causing her stress, so she was saying something about her grandchild. She said someone called her the N-word. I told her, you are not. I gave her $20. The thing is, there's times in your life where your heart says give, you give. Because you give because you want to give, right? It's okay. Yeah, like sometimes, like I've given, I used to give homeless people $20 like all the time. Because I have money, you know, when you have money and that's what you represent. And as you begin to mature and grow, you understand, okay, maybe we shouldn't give too much money to homeless people because it can go to funding crack. But sometimes if they look like they won't go spend it on crack, and sometimes who gives a shit? You just feel like giving $20, you just give them, right? So there's some responsibility in giving too, because the people who are uninformed, like you have to learn to read people, but if you have to give, it's okay. There are people who are beggars, like that's not a great job. Begging, you know what I mean? Begging isn't really the greatest job. I mean, would you want to be out there? I mean, I'm seeing people in wheelchairs in like 94-degree weather. I'm like, but that's their life. And so if you have, you can give food, water. And if you don't have stuff to give, you can always give them attention. Right? Give them a look. Don't give them humanity, which means acknowledge their existence. A lot of people just a lot of people just pretend they're not there. I just look, I said, hey, no, bye, right? If I have change, I give them change. If my heart feels giving, I see what dollar. You at least look at them. They're human. A lot of people just ignore these human beings. And but sometimes when we give too much to people, we make them poor too. So now I'm glad that in Houston and Austin, like they've managed to really like take care of the homeless people. Like, a lot of you don't see, there's areas where there's more homeless people, but there's a lot of people doing something about it. So I'm glad. And there's soup kitchens there. I know a lot of people who give food to the homeless. So it's we gotta be real with this shit. Like nobody wants to be homeless, but it just happens. And if that was you, that's why I'm like, okay, what must I do so that I don't end up homeless? right? You got to do the work. And a lot, and somebody was saying, welcoming Mystic Nebula Eyes. Nice to see you. Hope you're feeling good. Very large percent of the homeless population are mentally ill and have drug addiction issue. It's quite sad, yeah. And a lot of veterans are on the streets, right? A ton of veterans who have PTSD who don't heal because if you ever talk to some veteran a veteran who have PTSD, it's like they serve it's. You have to understand that being a soldier is a huge sacrifice. Just like being a police officer, like a lot of them are just quitting now because of politics, and just the things that soldiers see, or they've been commanded to do something, and there's like, they call it, what is it? There's like there collateral damage, right? And they don't get over it inside, and when they come home, it's like haunting, right? This is why I'm here to just be more, just engage with this. Try to keep it not so political. Like, we have to touch on it, but I don't want it to be like my side, your side. It's healthy to talk about shit, but not to get and to use common sense. But whenever it gets emotionally charged, this is when I step in, and because I realize it's not healthy to just like yell at each other. I mean, it's never healthy to yell at each other, even if you're no in any situation. It's just, that's what dogs do to each other. They bark at each other, right? When we forget to have a healthy conversation, like my own mother, like growing up, me and my family communication wasn't that great. We raise our voices when we don't get what we want, right? We get pouty, we get irritable, and we use our anger or negativity to like own each other and fear each other, and then we try to like out anger each other. That's toxic shit, people. A lot of people do that. Don't feel bad if it's you, but do something about it, right? Educate yourself, so that, because we all want to be happy, and if we make any reason to be angry, right, then we're going to continue being angry forever. Welcoming Mystic Big Tasty. If you think you should zoom out and try to look at the big, okay. You can say whatever you want in a chat, but just learn to understand that sometimes we have differences. If we forget, we're gonna kick each other's butt, and nobody's happy because we're just kicking our own butt. Mystic Health says the amount of psychological training they go through messes them up for life. Yeah, but that's a choice that they make, right? But when it's in the field, and when you harm innocent people in the field, it's different than psychological training. That's what they didn't get trained. I mean, it's hard to be trained to deal with really deep, sad stuff. And that's why I do what I do with all this, right? Welcome, Mystic Apollo. Mystic Nebula says, when I was at the ER today, I thought about how the hospitals are mostly about the money. I'm glad that you're able to be online, sister. Mystic Big Nasty's here. Capitalism is the root cause of homelessness. The whole world is steadily descending into... I mean, that's a big statement to say. Right? Some people make it in capitalism and some people don't. In every system, there's going to be corruption. But if we see a problem, what can we do to make it better, right? That's it. Like, I'm more about solutions than about. That's why I try not to get too political, because it gets lost in just talking about shit, but nothing gets done. Right. Just like how I try to encourage meditation and responsibility, and nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I do my best that I can, and I I, I do my best to be honest to myself and vulnerable and see my responsibilities. And I guess we all have a role, right? We all have a role to inspire some type of way. If you are really wealthy, maybe you can share some of that wealth with boundaries. Right? Maybe you have a lot of wisdom. Share your wisdom, grow your wealth. Maybe you have a really sexy body. Share your knowledge how you take care of your body and grow your spiritual connection. We have to learn to just grow beyond what we're used to. Right? We gotta open our mind. You don't have to apologize for it. Like, if you're not if you have if you do your best to be kind in here, don't worry about apologizing for shit. Okay, we don't need that. Just express how you feel. If you're coming off negative, the whole stream already knows. Okay, that's how we are in here. And if it gets bad enough, I will let you know. Now, I'm more lenient with mods. If moderators get into some shit, I just watch, because if you're a moderator, you've been here for a while, you got some wisdom, you can deal with it. That's my father, excuse that. You're so right, but people do not have an understanding of why they should share what they have plenty of. There is a primitive defense nature ingrained into people, and I think that's where welcoming Mystic Alio too, by the way, if I didn't say that yet. Your background, so thank you. This is just I think this is where I'm learning to make shorts from our conversations. I believe it's good. It's good for us. I can just take snippets and create, right? Funnel people to the Twitch and YouTube. That's the goal. We talk about things that matter in here, and I think people care about some of the discussion we have. There's a lot of people online that are discussing a bunch of stuff that doesn't lead to action. It's just about ideas and visions and ideas, but a lot of it's missing practicality, which is just ego, right? A lot of ego. And that's why the internet can be used to just say, look at how big my thing is. Look how big that is. Look at how much I got. How did you do that? Are they willing to share? What did you do to find peace? But a lot of people aren't interested in that. People want to see expensive stuff. They want to be entertained. So you have to learn to. That's why controversy and drama is so. It's what news is made of, right? It's called sensationalism. Like, really, in Southwest Houston, a Hispanic man, right? It's like has been shot. It's like, oh, let me watch that. There was an opening of school today. It's like, oh, that's nice and all, but I'm trying to see somebody get shot. It's like, you know what I mean? People won't say that, but they click. They right. We've been programmed that way from like what our parents watching the news. Right on, what's more interesting, opening a school or war? What's the difference? Opening the school is boring. War, there's action and guns, right? That's why we watch That's why we watch Avengers. That's why there's Thor. There's action. There are billions of people living in abject poverty, literally dying of starvation. There are individuals who have hundreds of billions of dollars and have no intention of sharing it. All they want is more, but it's not even a disc. Yes, but what are you going to do about it? Right? Because politics, who do you think owns the politics? The mother effing billionaires. So if we try to change the system using the system they've created, ain't nothing gonna change. This is old news. I mean, that's why we have to do it. Right? If you care about feeding people, get your money and help some people around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your part. That's why I'm here. Why do you think I'm on here? Because I'm doing my part. It's easy to just say those rich ass people ain't doing shit. How come all these kids online, all they play is Fortnite and Apex? Why don't they just learn how to meditate and get new skills to invest into crypto? Or why don't they open as much? Because they don't. What are you doing to inspire them to do that shit? How can you make changing the world more fun than playing games on Steam? Why do people want to play basketball? Look at Michael Jordan. He's selling dope ass shoes. He's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Why people are more interested in Kobe Bryant and meditation? Because, right, but now if you're Michael Jordan, he's funding basketball, right? There's funding it. How can we use these corporations to help them make money, but also funny, right? But also funnel them to where it can help people. That's what I'm talking about, right? I don't know too much about it. Look at my $20K Rolex. Yeah, my $10 watch shows the exact same time. Show me your abundance of chi baby. Thank you. This shirt is from Thailand, by the way. My parents bought it for me. This is actually a tattoo that you would get on your body. So literally this would be on my chest. And this is like a seal of protection. This is like the guardian. So this is considered like an ogre in Buddhism. And this ogre is like something that's really like a really masculine energy that kills people. But the Buddha or whatever in the story, the Buddha taught them to be kind and forgive. So they're like they're like the Buddha protectors now. So it's basically people who get these tattoos report back that when they get shot by guns or get stabbed, it doesn't go through, which is kind of crazy. But there's some spiritual, there's some mysticism with tattoos in all cultures, but in the Thai culture, that's what it is. And there's teachers right there that the Angelina Jolie tattoo. That's some Thai stuff, Thailand. So it's like a seal. It's like some mantra. Would you ever shoot a gun for just I've done that before. One time when I was in Thailand on vacation. But I like this stuff better. I like helping people heal. Like I would rather invest in time to. Well, right now I'm investing the time into growing my wealth because I've been investing my time in helping people a lot now. It's like I never thought about myself too much financially, but if you believe in compassion, empathy, environment, embody it. Don't sit by and wait for others to do it. Exactly. I'm not tired of it, but it's cute to say a bunch of shit but not do anything to really be part of a grassroots movement. It means for you to actually do it. We want to wait for the city to do shit. We want to wait for other people to start. This is something, right? This is something that connects people, is grounded, it listens to people. Right? So on Sunday, we have a meditation circle every Sunday in Houston, Texas. I've been showing up at that park for 2 years straight. At that park, I've started 3 different circles. First group was called Houston Zen Out. Second group was called Cosmic Soul Circle. And this current one is the best one, called HTX Meditation and Sound Healing. More quiet, more serene, more relaxation. And we promote it on meetup.com. 23 people went to the last meditation, including Mystic Jr. Right? I live stream that on Sundays, and as we grow, I will take better pictures and do more better video. I bring so much shit. I bring a gong. I bring a giant singing bowl. I bring 7 crystal bowls already. Right? I bring different chimes. I bring a big chime that sounds like a fairyland, right? And then I also live stream it, and I have other people, mystics helping me. Mystic Nebula sometimes comes out to help with the chimes too, and we got Mystic Sparkalicious sometimes, and I think the Bio Hut will be returning to Houston sometime soon, but they're out having fun, so I'm glad they're doing their thing. And again, welcoming Mystic Kamozo, Mystic Andres. And then on Monday, I just served the temple. I served this temple, my master's temple. And that's another, just all day I'm making food. Like the moment I get there around 6:15 a.m. or 6:30 a.m., we set up an outdoor kitchen. Well, there's an outdoor kitchen already under just some tin, some shed. And I begin to make this dessert that is black rice. A 2 giant pot of rice that you put cinnamon in, and it takes 2 hours to make rice really soft and fluffy. And that's how I start. And after I'm done with rice, there's some noodles that I help make. So everything is leading to a show. There's a show in the evening that we feed the Latino community mainly and help them gain wisdom with, teaching about how to open the mind, how to be good people, how to be responsible. If you're a father, don't just dump your children, right? Or if you're a mother, like, don't just let men use you, or, right? Or whatever lessons that help the world become a better place is, we just talk about it. Mystic Hell says, I love helping people. I've been helping out with a nonprofit organization that helps with the homeless people. I used to, okay, growing up, my family has I've been helping people all my life because it's kind of forced upon me. But I also like to listen to people's problems. I remember I was in middle school and I was just really curious. Why is this guy so sad about breaking up? Like, why is this guy who's like, I think he was in his 20s? I just like listening to people's heartbreak. As a kid, I was like, you sad? You sad? Right? Oh, you feeling like she? Excuse the background. I'm a daddy. Right? And I'm I began to become a problem solver of emotion for people, but I didn't know how to solve my own problems until I did. Welcoming Mystic Joel. Welcoming everybody. Thank you. Yeah, we cook a soup, so it's such a there is a flow that happens there, and it's when you're there for a while, you just understand the flow. But the flow is like somebody cooks from Saturday for a group of people. That food is saved 2 days for Monday, and that Monday group creates a larger pot of soup with more stuff that you put on noodle soup. Right. We also make atole, which is like a Latino like oatmeal chocolate drink, and then we just make stuff up to feed 100 to 500, 600 people throughout the day. So I'm just there to remember to never stop helping people, but to take care of myself and turn and again. Right. And I'm starting to realize what people are willing to pay me for, clearly, which is a private sound healing. Like people, that's a tool and gift that I have that people are willing to pay me for. But I never thought about doing sound healing as a job because I didn't approach life that way. But because sound healing is more than just about sound healing. It's a ceremony. It's about getting people in a state of mind where they feel connection. Right? I always get people to say, okay, I always set up, how do you feel right now? What do you expect to get out of it? What would you like to feel as a result of this experience? And whatever whatever they request, right? I'm aware what people want. Excuse me. Because I just ask. From what they ask, I deliver from my heart in some sort of way. Somewhere over the rainbow. So I have tools and skills that I have, and from everything that I've ever done, my heart tells me what to do. Maybe they're really in their head and they cannot just shut up their mind. I can see them fidgety, moving around a lot, just thinking about a bunch of crap, or I can see them being restless. What do? Because when you do things that people's mind can't conceptualize, they're like, what the hell? Now, I don't want to do too much of that on here because I realize I need to be more entertaining and more engaging to grow my influence. Because people don't want to just, people want meditation, but guess what? It's literally everywhere. But what's not everywhere is what we're doing now, where you can actually talk in a comment section and get something, like you can get a response back that comes from people who practice and healers, right? There's a lot of influence in the chat, in the stream. A lot of people who's been here who understand what authenticity is about. So this stream brings a lot of authentic people, and I'm looking at how can we grow that? How can I grow that? How can I take care of myself? And I just need to use YouTube and make better clips because I see how to get monetized. People love watching the shorts, right? They don't watch it. The shorts are very short, but they bring more traffic. What makes this stream unique is me. It's our community, right? So I wasn't really aware of how, but because I don't want to just be like, because sometimes you want to stay humble, but sometimes we can be overly humble that we don't realize our own value. And here's a dad joke. What did one hat say to the other? You stay here. I'll go ahead. Know your value. Imagine that we all have something to offer to the world. Whatever it is, we just have to try. Everything requires trying, and I've been streaming for 42 months, right? 42 months, and it's been such a beautiful, I didn't know we could create such an amazing community online, and we grow to a certain level, and I'm like, okay, how can I grow more? Right? At the park, we have been having around consistently, people have been consistent, around 6-7 people. But I've been taught, how can we imagine you have something that you're working on, your dream, but your dream is growing. It's like a little pot, right? Right? Maybe your dream, this is where you begin, a little cup. And then you love this little cup. Oh, it sounds beautiful. Oh, and you appreciate the little cup. But after a while, this little cup ain't nobody hearing this shit from far away. So you get this. You get a UFO. Thank you, Mr. Alejandro. Hype. Get a UFO. Right? But then you're like, but that's still small. But you never give up on your dream. And then what do you find? How do Mystic Hell asks, how can I stay calm with a family of 10 now and soon to be 11? I'll always find myself getting mad at them if I have a plan they destroy. And with a family that big, there are many things to get upset over. Welcoming Mystic Miss. Yeah, if you're addicted to getting upset, like if your focus is to get upset, that's what you're gonna have. Welcoming Mystic Ask My Gang, thank you for 3 months of loving your damn self with me. And thank you for, even though I'm not wearing the Morpheus glasses, welcoming you to the Mystic Village. Just being more personal with you. Okay, if you are easily irritable by your family, you need to learn to accept them. Maybe your sister is annoying as hell. Learn to love it. Because you're born, like, you're stuck with them. Not forever, but that's where you're at. My mother is negative. Guess what? I learned to deal with it with positivity, which showed her how to be positive, and now she's way less negative. Thank Buddha, God, thank whatever. Right. Thank the cosmos. But the one, if my mama said women are the devil, if my mother gets angry and my response to her anger is anger, what gonna happen? More anger. If my mama angry and I respond with kindness, my mama like, oh, that's weird. They're not getting irritated with me being moody. What's going on? And if you continue, it like confuses the ego. Why are they being kind even though I know I'm being needy? So what did my mama do? My mama learned to listen more, because I learned to do what to my mama? I learned to listen to my mother more, which taught her how to listen. Nobody wants to listen to somebody whine, okay? Itching, let's just call it itching, okay? Because those people, sometimes they need somebody to listen, but nobody wants to because it's annoying. Oh my God, mom's being negative again. Oh, Eleanor's being annoying again. Oh, God. Oh my God, Mystic, right? Mystic Cottage Jelly is, oh God, posting too many email. Oh God, here's the thing. Tolerate your family, but other people, give them the middle finger and run. I'm just kidding. Okay, other people, give them two. Other people ain't your problem. Okay. Other people, they're not your. With your family, put all the effort you got. Other people's problem ain't your problem. That's the truth. When it's your blood family, they make you stronger because they challenge you with being annoying. Growing up, my sister picked on me so much. She picked on me so much that it would make me so angry that I cursed at her. Then she would go tell my dad, and then I would get my ass whooped. But it makes me who I am today. It makes me spiritual. It makes me connected to all these gifts because of all the, right? Like of all the effed up shit I went through, it makes me stronger, and I forgive my family already. Like growing up, my sister loves to pull my hair. Like I just growing up, when my sister pulled my hair, I was like, ow, but we were just like, to me, it was just love, right? Tough love. So I got tough love there. So after my sister started pulling my hair a lot, I just accepted, oh, that's just how it's going to be. So I began to tolerate hair pulling. So as a young age, I learned to tolerate pain at such a young age. But I channel it to what? I can tolerate it, but I didn't know how to ground it, which means I went to play video games, watch adult films, and was really into sexual things and looking for girlfriends because I needed love and I wasn't really getting the love that I needed, right? So there's consequences to many things, and ain't nobody's life perfect, but perfection is in everybody's life already. Figure that one out, okay? Another one. What smells the best at the Thanksgiving dinner? Typically, it's your nose. Thank you, Mystic Ella Goodman, for being here. You want another one? Another one. Why don't you ever want to run in front of a car? You'll get tired. Another one. I don't know how to make a good cup of tea, but I'm trying my best. Good night, Mystic Hell. You know, when you have to deal when you have to deal with a lot of people in your life, especially if you're a manager, if you're somebody that's a leader or in charge, what do you need a lot of? Patience. How do you practice patience? Now, to be a good manager, you also have to learn how to be direct and also kind. With negative people, you have to start with kindness and then be direct, because they need it, right? Especially teenagers. Like, I learned how to deal with teenagers really well, because they need you to be direct and treat them like an adult when they don't expect it. Right? Kids, they need you to be playful. They listen when you're playful. Well, some adults don't grow up. Some adults, they need you to be playful, and then they'll listen. They need you to, they'll respect you once you have fun with them. Right? Now, some adults, they need you to listen, because they need control, they need authority. But the way that you get people who don't listen, you listen to them first, and then you clap back with wisdom. That's people who want to control, they lack wisdom. That's why they need to control all the time. Now, it's good to control, it's good to have authority, but it's not all the time, because oftentimes it's big ego. And oftentimes people with big ego, it's led by like money, right? Morticia gets shocked when I speak to her like an adult and being direct. Yeah. Now, adults, it's tricky. Some adult, let's just call them people at this point, okay? Some people are closed-minded and they ask for help. I get that a lot. Some people ask for help and they're open-minded. Some people, they need to go help others, but instead they want to come show their knowledge, like, I know shit. Cosmic is a charlatan. I'm like, if you're not a charlatan, go start your own mother effing stream, you know what I'm saying? Right, that's why I see a lot of people, they love politics, but they're not doing their part in helping people. And if they are, good. Sometimes we're so too caught up in like in other stuff, in ideas. We're so caught up in ideas that we're not getting shit done. It's like people who, like, when you first find the law of attraction, what do? Every day you wake up, I attract $1 million. I attract $1 million. Day 2, I attract $1 million. Day 3, I attract. Not working. Okay, I'm not doing this shit no more. It's like, yeah, you also have to like go to work and shit. Sometimes we need to tell people this stuff. Yeah. Abraham Hicks sell a lot of books, right? All these authors, they sell really good books, right? Like, we need to tell people this shit. Like, you don't just, right? If you want to get a girlfriend, getting a girlfriend isn't just about getting a girlfriend. It's about getting quality girls. Most guys, they just want to hit it and run. Okay. Right? Because why? The gurus online, the alpha, right? They call it the pickup game. I can pick up. You pick up within that 1 or 2 hours. You bang them real quick and you leave them at the apartment. Boom. That's the shit people are looking for. That's the shit I used to look at online, right? Because that, to me, that's like, hell yeah. If I can have that pickup game, I'm a mother effing alpha. And I'm mother effing alpha. All right. And so a bunch of guys online are going to the gym because I'm mother effing alpha. You see this? You see that? Right? It's all over. That many people don't even care about quality now. Now, the people who actually gain quality are traditional people who have values. The alpha value is just called ego. Now, religious value can also have ego, but there's more balance there than just like acting alpha. So there's a lot of role models like that, especially in rap music and in on social media, right? thinking about what's that name, the new guy online, Adam or whatever his name is again. It's teaching guys, if you want to get some bitches, then you need to be the alpha, right? Now, there's some truth to it, right? There's some truth because people, they need you. Like, you don't want to be nice all the damn time. You have to learn how to be nice when it's time to be nice, and you need to learn to be firm when it's time to be firm, right? I'm not nice to people on here all the damn time. Now, people expect, good night, man. People expect spiritual people to be like, hey, welcome to the Mystic Village. Oh, hey, welcoming Mystic Purple Phi. And right? People expect spiritual people to, oh, let me, I don't want to hurt your feelings. You are the divine goddess and I'm the god. Right? Let me not hurt your feelings because spiritual people, we're supposed to, don't give me that. So doing that causes spiritual ego where I'm one with the divine light, right? And you start to, like, it's good to have fun, but also learn to have a plan, learn to learn to be honest with things. Can we give a shout out to Mystic Purple Phi, please? Shout out to the sound healing and the loving presence of Mystic Pierre Pofi. Oh. I got that same chime. The cantaloupe. Just relax, just relax, just relax. I just got a new one. Thank you, Mr. Custard. Shout out to your homie, Mystic, what's his name? What's his name? Blissful intentions or blissful potential. There you go. One of those. Give a shout out to Mystic Potential Bliss too, because they got a good team going on there. I'm glad they share the same room and do the work, you know. Mystic Kellogg says, man, I have been paying attention to balance lately. It has been working. You have to learn to read between the lines for the most meaningful message. Absolutely. This is why you have to learn how to have a good bullshit filter, or I call it BS radar. Beep, beep. Aww. The cat is distracting me too much. It's too cute. Someone redeemed the 5 pusher. What if my initials are BS? Does that mean that everyone thinks I'm... Okay, look. If your initials are BS, then that's your initials. The gong is on. I need to bring the gong on stream sometime too, but I don't think it's too... People aren't ready for the Kraken. For real. I've decided to name the gong that we just got called the Kraken because that's literally what the Kraken does. It's like a dragon, right? Because this is the gong that I got is more like it's not traditional. It's called a Paiste Earth Creations gong. And I have a friction mallet that makes it go. Maybe later. And it's loud. The main part is that what we're doing right now, I'm focusing on engaging with you and connecting with you on a heart level, while Mystic Purplefy is doing the sound healing. And that's just where I'm at right now. And of course, the Morpheus glasses, I'm not sure when this will come back into play. I think it's fun because it's good to try things, but the eye connection is priceless. Excuse me. I went to Denny's and ate a Beyond Meat burger today, and we got a seasoned fries. I love ketchup. Here's a dad joke for the Purplefy gang. And thank you, Mr. Custard. Another one. Gotta be selective. The kid asked the dad, "Dad, are we pyromaniacs?" The dad says, "Yes, we are, son." Good one, fine. Hey, the rest was pretty good too. Okay, how about this? Okay. Let's see if we can. Okay, here's it. Let's see if I can do this. tortoise got into an accident. It was a turtle disaster. Mystic C says, hello, Cosmic. I started growing microgreens. Beautiful. Very healthy. Nutritious. And it's also delicious, by the way. What is a lizard's favorite weather? A lizard. Knock knock. Who's there? Pencil. Pencil who? Pencil fall down if you don't wear a belt. I hope you got that one. I thought it would be cool to have Velcro shoes, but it turns out they're a total rip-off. I don't like to talk about my pan pizza. It's personal. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between you and me, something smells. Welcoming Mystic Chupacabra Warfare. Mystic Plutorino is here. Plutorino. How's the stream? We good, we're chilling. Chilling in the Holiday Inn. Okay, that's why it wasn't working. This camera shoots only to 30p, but it's okay. Maybe one line for the homies out there today. Let's see if we can just make a simple circle. This is called a Zen garden tracing, the art of tracing sand for relaxation. So just one trace. We've been talking more today. went a little more. And again, shout out to Mystic Purplify. Okay, let's do one. Let's do a proper one. Do a proper one. Scoot it over. Redo. Welcoming Mystic Tony. You are amazing. There's your motivational card. Okay, this is motivational card for Mystic 94 to motivate you. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Iconic from Martin Luther King. This actually quote inspired me a lot, actually. You don't have to see the whole vision. Just keep going toward where you think you need to go and work one step at a time. Just like that song. One step at a time. Welcoming everybody. I hope you're enjoying a little sand experience. Do we want more? Or do you want to connect? Another dad joke? We have circles too, which means circle shapes and sizes. Clear, ready? Here we go, breathing in Okay, we'll do some circles and then we'll connect a little bit. Okay. You know what's crazy though? You know the streamer Armorant? The top ear licker? Let's just be honest, okay? Top ear licker on Twitch. She lives in my city. That's so weird. Houston, Texas. Which angle? Okay, let's try the other angle here. Yeah, so weird. Oh, check this out. Okay, so let me know what you think. Organic lighting, just yellow. Natural lighting. Houston's huge. How much? Maybe I can get some. Can I clone? Maybe I can clone. I could do some bootleg Armorant farts and resell them on the resale market. Maybe I can get some Yeezys for them. Okay. Dang, my skills going up. My skills going up. Shit. That looking sexy. Mira. Mira, es bonita. I can't believe people buy. We gotta blame the Japanese for selling panties in that. Just kidding. We don't blame nobody. People just like to buy weird stuff because people like to wear underwear. As a matter of fact, you know, the bigger this thing is, the easier it is to do. The smaller it is, the more difficult it is. So, you know, there's a guy, the most iconic sand tracing guy on YouTube. He's using the biggest one, so it's easier than you think. But the smaller that you have, the more difficult it is because the weight, there's no weight to it, and it's hard to be consistent. That's my. So if you have a Zen garden and yours is looking like shit, upgrade that. Okay, just get a frame and just put some sand in there. Okay. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by using a smaller one because. Okay. A little feather for mystic erotic earthworm. Okay. Top and then another one. Smaller one. This has 5 teeth. The big one, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 huge teeth. Okay. Easy as hell. Difficult. And that's what they sell the most. That's the funny part. But it's not about making it perfect. But you get joy from making it like this. But it takes practice because in the beginning, it's difficult. the weight is more difficult to deal with. So, and the pressure, you don't want to put too much, and then you want to transfer to here, turn. You want to get a good flow. Good pressure. And you can keep going until you feel good about the circles. And look how, right? Once you feel decent, you change the circle. Keep the decent pressure. You learn from, okay, how can you, like for example, how can I flow the smoothest without stopping too much, right? So you focus on your breath so that it can be more precise. So I'm getting stuck on the right side here. What can I do to make the right side better? So I breathe, I focus on this side. I know, use my body now to pull, and a lot more difficult, as you can see. Now, since I know my weakness is here, I could start here and transition to the next one, right? So you don't want to just start by pressing down. You want to drag and smooth. So like this. You transition over here. Take your time. If you're shaky, it's okay because this is a tiny ass stick. So it's looking good because my reach is like healthy. It's not hard to reach that far. But I don't feel complete yet because the sand's still not leveled. So I just keep going and I work on my weakness here. And if I feel good, transition to the next one. The worst one I think so far is the right circle. So I'm gonna work towards there. Okay. Welcome me the corny broccoli. Decent. I transition here. Now I'm holding at the end of the stick and I don't have that much control, but I want to hold a little bit in so that I could still hold the end. So I'm gonna just work on this one because it's looking like shit, okay? But it's okay. It's more about just, because at the end of the day, it's just sand, you know what I mean? But you still want to try because it's meditation. There we go. More sand. More sand. Making some sexy cinnamon roll. We can call it cinnamon rolls. Oh. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to show you. So this is the littlest stick I have. Now I'm going to show you the balanced one, the middle size one, okay? So here's the medium one. Okay, this has about 9 teeth, and then we have the largest one. You see the difference here? Largest, medium, and smallest. Now, and as you can see, the handle of the stick is also longer, which makes it easier, and there's more weight on the big one here. So just to show you, so if you have a small sand rake, it's harder to control, but it's possible, especially if you're using a smaller garden, which that's all you got. But when you have a big garden, you're trying to make it look sexy, you know. So I like the ruler for scale. Okay, that's good to know. You see that? A lot easier. More control. I've been great, thank you. A little crooked on the left side because there's a transition in my movement. When I'm turning here, be more precise. Touch the edge here. You see that? Bam. Perfect. Now I want to transition to the left. A little jerky. That's okay. Bam. Rotate. Just looking at the sand. Does it look healthy? I like that. Now I'm going to just trace and make an infinity sign because it looks dope. And I think I could end here somewhere, so I make it a 45-degree angle. You keep tracing and end. Everybody can do this. It's very satisfying. Now, if you want to make it more beautiful, you can clean the top here. You can clean all of it. I can take my, actually I should post a photo on my Instagram. I never thought about doing that. Everything is content. I know I need to shoot a square photo. Oh, not necessarily, but I edit this for Instagram and TikTok also. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, you can see more of it. And shout out to all the sand artists out there. There's not too many. I think I need to just do a better job of taking this photo. It's looking like there we go. Okay. So we got that out of the way. And if you want to see the back, bam, see, we got a different angle. Now we can add on another layer to this. Right, we can add a center circle. If you want to see the side, here we got the side here. That videographer view, you know. Okay, so to not be so sloppy, we can use these tools that are found at a dollar store for like baking cakes and stuff. Now, I'm still learning how to make it not, but it's just gonna be like that. I think just picking it up might be even easier. And it took time to learn how to make it perfect and understanding how the tools affect the sand and pressure. Because the perception of perfection, it looks like mastery. But mastery is also an illusion. It's just about, it's like art is never finished. Anyways, don't get too philosophical. Okay, we got this. We can do the pyramid. Okay, we got pyramid here. Imperfections are illusion, which is seemingly perfection. That means all perception are illusions. Even the perception of perception. Don't want to trip you out too much. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Going down the rabbit hole too much. Yeah. Oh, you never seen this before? This been here. This been here, man. Okay, how do we want to do this? Smaller, right? Okay, so we have this one here is 3 teeth. Maybe we can try. Can you unperceive before death? How can you unperceive if you never perceived? Because perception is something that we make up that didn't really existed, because it too is an illusion. But I don't know nothing. Okay. Let's go to the orbit here. So this is a metal one, as you can. Welcoming Mystic Sagittarius. And it's hard to make this look good. I've been trying to make it perfect, but the sand is quite deep. But let's try, okay? Let's try. That's all we do. It's just a different style. Okay, I'll get back to that part. And this one has a little string at the end, as you can see. Oops. Feels like I'm plowing the field. I'm like an ASMR farmer. It is soft. Okay, so look, there's a wooden one too. It's lighter. Now, to make it look the lines to be more defined, let me show you. You have to be like right above the surface level with control. Like I could put my hand on my palm on the side of the frame and do this. You see that? More defined lines. Okay, like this. If I don't trace too far, then the lines become more defined. But to keep it that way while making beautiful, it's really difficult. Okay. Now, I think it's easier maybe with the wooden one, but actually it's harder with this one. So we have 7 teeth on this tool, and we have 5 on this. Hey, welcome, Mystic Violet. Always makes me. Okay. The issue with this one, it's so light. The lighter it is, the more shaky in your hand. The heavier it is, the more it sinks. But easier to control. This one is easier to control, but it goes deep. This one is light, but it's harder to control. Yeah. You could trimming on. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do a full-on bonsai on the stream, but here we go. Wooden bamboo one. 5 rings. So I'm gonna push down all the way to create better lines, so there's more control. See, it's hard to turn because it's so short. So that turn, as you can see, now I think the way I could do it is if I plan it. You see how like I'm stuck here. I believe you can do a semicircle from here if I just start doing it from this angle, which is holding it like a chicken. Okay. Yeah, no matter what, it's gonna be difficult. Okay, go. I think what would be interesting if we just created an octagon. Straight feng shui, but let's not try that hard. That means we're thinking too much. The art of doing this is to like just make stuff. Not think too much. But it's good to think a little bit because it's creativity. But if you start thinking too much, and then you're not really just present. So this is why you don't see me use these tools too much, because it's not as sexy. Because people like beautiful stuff. So this is what. So once I switch to the traditional, easy, But sometimes we need to do that to break our attachment to perfection or our attachment to what we like, because not everything in life you're gonna like. So when we train ourselves to appreciate everything, everything is G. Where I be. Even if I'm shaky, this too makes my hand like. And then in here, bam, see? Now to make it a bit more unique, we can throw some circles here or here. And here, maybe this is too big. So we let this go. And we put another circle here so we can make a little, that pattern. So I measure, you see, it's the edge. It's gonna get stuck. Measure the distance a little bit. Have a decent, some kind of plan. Now, I'm aware that I'm gonna get stuck here, but I can start there with a smaller one, which is this one. Okay, so we still have some space here, but you don't want to get too close. A little space here, some space there. This is perfect, okay. Breathe, everybody. Hey, welcome, Mystic Deb. We're doing the sand up in here. Everybody's about to go back to school, right? School is cool for you. Make sure you remember to love your damn self. Yeah, I'm trying. Just so you understand what I'm processing. As you know, the smaller stick is lighter. Now I could be way closer to the table and it would give me more control. Well, at least you know you can be here to relax. It's gonna be a really wild school year, I believe, because the COVID is ending and kids have not had time with that much freedom to just, play without distractions. So it's gonna be a unique time for everybody. Or whatever it was that we experienced together, but we don't want to get too not make a big deal. Just, Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. How about more? Mas? You wanna see some? You wanna have a little fidget spinner at the middle? Yeah, we can always, we can go, we can, here. It's nice to talk about things, but we don't want to get too, our emotions too involved because we're relaxing, you know? It's good to hear about stuff, but still. Because at the end of the day, we just want to chill. Who are you trying to get crazy with essay? Don't you know I'm local? There we go. So we're doing the other pyramids. Pyramids here. Pyramids to rock. Hey, good night, Mystic Deb. Thank you for coming by and thank you for all your presence. Oops. So I'm looking at what can I clean up. I really want to. I think the only way to fix this right here is to find something that's okay. Is to get rid of this. Get rid of that and just replace it with Uzi versus diamond. See, I went. Hey, can I take the diamond from your forehead? And he go, yeah, bruh. And here it is. Here we go. What does that look like? We can decorate this. But I just see the clock. Welcoming everybody. I just see the clock. I think we're gonna tell a couple dad jokes. I hope you enjoyed today's stream and let's tell a little dad joke before we raid somebody. What did the digital clock say to its mom? Look, Ma. No hands. Thank you. My doctor says I don't need to worry about the bird flu because it's tweetable. Yeah, this is a pretty good one, actually. What do you call two buddies who wear jackets with no sleeves? Best friends. I crashed my bread truck and it started a fire. Now it's toast. Hey, this book's not bad. Okay. 2019. Do you want to hear British dad jokes? It's different. From United Kingdom. This is from 2000. So this is 10-year-old, okay? It's called The Very Embarrassing Book of Dad Jokes Because Your Dad Thinks He's Hilarious by Ian Allen. I was like, why are these jokes different? And I look, oh, it's from United Kingdom. Oh. And I was like, well, I noticed, I was like, this has to be written in United Kingdom because I was like, I'm not getting these jokes. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. Okay. What do you call a man with an exercise bike on his head? Jim. I'm trying. Sorry, mate. Lad. Bloody hell. Okay. I have to do this, okay? What language do Cubans speak? Cubic. This is 10-year-old dad joke, okay? I'm just from the UK. So, I mean, no disrespect. I mean, it's good. It's different, right? All jokes, Patrice O'Neill said, all jokes come from the same place, the good and the bad ones. Welcome. We deserve the disrespect. Some of these I don't get. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna. If I don't get it, I don't think I'm gonna read it because that's. Why would I read it? Why did Harry Potter make his potions in a cauldron? His microwave was broken. Can you show us one you don't get? Okay. To see if the Brits get. Okay. I can do that. What goes O O O? Santa walking backwards. What do you say if you kill a deer? No idea. Oh dear God. Let me see if I can find. Where do baby gorillas sleep? In an apricot. Okay, here's a British one that I don't get. Where did the policeman live? Let's be Avenue. What did the reluctant Australian musician play? Everybody? A didgeridoo. Okay, couple more, couple more, couple more. Why did the girl put makeup on her forehead? She was trying to make up her mind. What has a bottom at the top? Your legs. Okay, one more, one more. Last one, last one. Who makes suits and eats spinach? Popeye, the tailor man. Shout out to Popeye the Tailor Man. Here's our final result from the Zen garden. And I hope you enjoy the dad jokes. I hope you enjoy the front camera. Looks like we back on. Thank you for the raid from Mystic Purple Pie. And who else raided? Yeah, thank you for all the subs, the follows. I appreciate it. You can support me on by subscribing to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna whatever talk that we have that I feel is good is gonna be on YouTube, and if we and the deep conversations we have, I'll post it on the YouTube and create shorts. So we're gonna raid somebody today. Let's see who we can raid today. Raid party. I think we're gonna raid the ASMR section. Mystic Professor Solemn is on. Mystic Gentle Fox is on. Mystic Slight Sounds. It looks like she's doing good. Live Man ASMR. Okay, a lot of traditional. Okay, who's on here? Mr. Killer Queen is on. I think we should show some love to Mr. Killer Queen. I think she's doing some hula hooping.
Paris. This is a Rain Paris cover. Oh, does it still say actually? No.
Okay, so here we go. Thank you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. We're gonna rate Mystic. She's dancing, so let's do this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To any subscriber who's got this. Raid. Bam. Just raid. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna start with more sand and tea, and then we're gonna go just talk and do jokes like this. I think it's a good flow and just connect with you. So thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Peace.
They are sweating. This is also metal-ish song in Song Post. Thank you, Music Brothers. Cosmic Unwind, welcome on in. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Cosmic Unwind. How was your stream? Welcome the heck on in. Can we get a shout out for Cosmic Unwind? Oh, Cosmic Unwind, welcome in. Welcome the heck on in. Oh, we're gonna skip this song. We're gonna skip this song. Sad Sagittarius. Sad Sagittarius, welcome the heck on in. Cata Jelly, welcome in. Hello, how is everyone? How was your stream? How did it go today?